fucking happening? You're about to die. Get out. None of you are allowed out. Apart from inmate 153. Who's going to get rid of that fucking suit for me and sweep it into storage. Like the jerk that he is. Get rid of that suit, you son of a bitch. Okay. Yeah, this isn't a new idea, guys. This is something that was said to us very early on. It's just not something I've played with, to be honest. And the only downside of it is you would need a shitload of steel. Although, if your bunker doors at the top, if the bunker doors weren't so buggy, it'd probably be a lot less painful. But the problem is, at the moment, bunker doors being so unpredictable, I reckon you'd end up ruining a lot of your map just by being trolled by bunker doors, which sucks. Right, let's get rid of this stuff. We'll lose a bit of natural gas here, but that's fine. So this wire should now be in. So we can run that down here. So, have I got more thermium now? I should have, hopefully. Yeah, I've got enough for an aqua tuner. So I was thinking I'll put like my aqua tuner maybe here. And then I can drop my oil down here. And then it'll be directly in contact with the aqua tuner as well. It'll cook a bit quicker. And then we'll need... Did I do these out of gold? Yeah. Bang another metal tile in here. Like so. And then we'll just run some power through here. This can be like iron. And you can go up there. I think actually I want my power to come out this side, don't I? So this will come down here. And we'll do a little bit of a jank up here somewhere, I think. And I'm going to have a liquid shut-off powered somewhere as well. So we'll get rid of you. And then up here we'll need to go... let's see that we went... bang, bang. I think this will be fine. So you could go like there, and then you'd be there, and we'd have to fill that tile in. That would allow us to run our power up and out. In fact, that wouldn't be connected. We need to go to a transformer first, but that's okay. That's the idea. So there'd be a transformer here somewhere, and you'd come over this way. And that'd be lovely. Okay, and then what I'm probably going to have, just so I can get all this mapped out. I don't really want all this mesh gas permeable tile here, so we'll probably replace all that, and we'll go over here a little bit. I'm going to want a little collection tank down here, and then we'll just bang in. I think they're 4 high petrol gens, aren't they? They're quite big boys. So we'll bang in some of that. Excuse me. And we would need to leave some space for a gas pump as well. Yeah, I want 2 tile gap below them. I'm just debating whether I want to double skin this or not. If I want to double skin it, I've got to make it a little bit lower. Which is not a problem. Should we just do 2 on each side? Or should we do 3 just to be ballers? We'll do 3. Why not? Again, these probably aren't going to get used up all that much. I would hope. And then again, it'll be like something like that. That'd be pretty sweet, I think. Don't really care about the liquid tank at the bottom. Sorry, I've not been reading chat at all. Rip bunker door. Why, did something get wrecked at space? Did I not see? Meh. Meh. Still waiting on this being done as well. I'll stop. I'd want to get this mapped out so then I can let them crack on with it. So we'll leave you out, and we'll leave you out, and we'll take out you and you, and get all this crap built as well. Probably need to get some ladders in here to do some of this stuff. Like some of you. Okay. They can get to building this now. Meanwhile, I'll decide what I'm doing with this. Yeah, I'm not reading chat, sorry guys. Domain, how's it going, buddy? What up, nerds, and also people who are not nerds? Nice, Domain. Got everyone covered. Scared to skulk to the bunker doors. They're like Schrodinger's cat. They open or not open, close or not close at the same time, unless observed. Yep. You still require dupes for petroleum. As in to make petroleum, you mean? I'd still require dupes to be manning my petroleum refinery, but that's it then. And the only petroleum they're going to be doing from that is when I'm making steel. So yeah. So we'll get rid of you and you. I'll figure out the rest of this in a minute. Oh, good night, Morn. Sorry, buddy, I didn't see you go. You're always only here for like an hour or so, but must be different time zones, buddy. Sleep well, mate. And thank you for popping in. Always good to see you. Gonna make them in a power plant, extra 3 kilowatts total. I was debating doing that just now. I was debating that. So I'm sort of leaving this for a minute. I want them to start building some of this stuff. And hopefully as well, they will have built our other cargo bay now. So we can get this bastard sent. Just kicked out our fucking hydrogen! Useless fucking cock. Why? Stupid game! Why are you set to 100? And why did you output 900? God damn it! Hi, Lifegrow, I'm trying to recreate your steam turbine aquatuner's build and having issues with automation. Could you explain it a bit? Can't control the doors correctly. Labrador, I'll send you a picture on Discord, mate. I'll send you a picture right now in OniTalk. that I send to everybody that asks about the automated doors. Bang. I'll show you on stream as well if you want, guys. So you've got a reference there on Discord now, buddy. It's in the Oni Talk section. So in terms of the an easy pump, if you like, for doors, if you're not that asked about losing a tiny bit of steam on save and load, and it will be a little bit of steam, you just do filter to buffer gate. So what you basically have here is a 3-second filter and buffer, a 6-second filter and buffer, 9-second filter and buffer, and then off this middle one you run a NOT gate to another buffer that's set to 3 seconds as well, and all that does is toggle around in a constant loop, with one of your doors being closed when the other door is open, if you like, and vice versa. This is the build that we used on, let me just get back to the game. So this is different, I'll show you the difference in a moment. This is the build that we used for these doors, and all we've basically got is 2 of these, as it were. So 3 seconds, 6 seconds, 9 seconds, 3 seconds. Alright, and maybe I can show you that working. So one of your doors is always closed, basically. Then the middle one opens, this one closes, and that's how this works. Now that's one way of doing it. You can do it like a cycling pump. The way that I normally prefer to do it, if I'm honest, if I'm moving large amounts of steam, like I want to actually use it as a power build and not a cooling build, if I want to have my steam turbines running constantly, I won't run them like that. I will instead run them as a vacuum build. And what I mean by that is, you can make a room, like this is probably not the best example because it's quite a small scale, because it's only for 2 aquatuners. But you would make a large vacuum with doors, basically. So when these doors open, I'll see if we can catch this happening. What you've basically got is, in this chamber, you've got quite a lot of steam sat here. So it's 21 kilos. Now, if you can make a vacuum the same size as this chamber, when you pull all your gas in here, you're going to effectively half the pressure in the room. All your steam is going to flow into that vacuum. Now this, again, because my doors aren't technically half the size, but you'll see what happens. All of our steam is now getting sucked into this vacuum we create with our doors. Right, so we've moved a hell of a lot of steam there. Once this shuts, that steam has nowhere to go but down here. So the bigger you make your vacuum, the more steam you move. So what you could do is like have, you know, a double wall on both sides, and then you're going to reduce the amount of mass in the room by an awful lot. And that's another way of doing it, and that's dead easy. That's just some buffer switches and a NOT gate. I activate these with time of day sensors, daylight sensors, whatever they're called, clock sensors, and you can put as many of these as you want on. I have them activated at different points of the day, so you can see it's going to come on again in a second. And you know, you could have 20 of these on your circuit if you want. You just put more on the automation, or as much as your buffers can accommodate. So the center's going to toggle on. All the doors will open. Bottom one will close because that's on a NOT gate on this door. So this door has a NOT signal at the end. So this bottom door is now closed. And then all that happens after the buffer timers run out, or after the clock sensor turns off, sorry, our buffer timers will come into effect. So once this toggles off, our doors are now going to shut systematically. So that one closes, and now the bottom one's open. Because that one's closed, whatever that one's doing, this one's doing the opposite, because it's on a NOT signal, and then that'll push down your gas to where you want it to go. So that's a couple of different ways of doing it. There's various ways, and there's actually people who've started threads on the forums with like the most super efficient, no loss, fastest possible door pumps. So there is lots of resource on the forums for it. So I hope that explains it a little bit better. Instead of doing automation, turn the petrol gens on and off. Automate a pipe shut off followed by a valve to feed the gens just enough fuel, so you don't have hot petroleum sitting around the pipes heating up the room. Could do that. We could do that. Just feed them enough petrol to kick the system on. How can we determine how much we want to send them, though? So DJ, how's it going, buddy? In what way did the build near the rockets better than this one? I mean, what's it better at doing? It just depends on what your setup is, Labrador. So if you're trying to move a ridiculous amount of steam, I would use a big vacuum pump rather than a cycling pump. That's what I would recommend. Did you do a slickster farm for oil? We do have a slickster farm, yeah. We've got two. We've got molten slicksters and normal slicksters. Don't give us very much, but we have got a basic farm set up. Right, let me just deal with this rocket. For fuck's sake. Really, really annoying, this. Really annoying that these rockets are so janky. So yeah, this is 100 now. I need to... Basically what it is, when your rockets come back from space, if you've got anything but the default amount, you need to click them. Otherwise they will overfill, which is really annoying. I've got shitloads of hydrogen here at 300 degrees now as well. Derpy. Each gen takes 2 kilos a sec, so for 3 gens, valve it down to 6 kilos a sec. Don't know if it's a good idea, really. There'll be a lot of there will be a bit of lag. I thought interesting. I'll think about it in a minute, mate. All that wasted hydrogen, it's so dumb. Yeah, it's because Clay can't implement features thoroughly before releasing content. It's very annoying. This hasn't been tested. Nobody has played with this and gone, yep, that's perfect. In a real game. That's the clear thing here. Because if you launch more than 1 or 2 rockets, you find this on your first petroleum rockets with oxylite being spat out. So nobody's done any testing on this. Or if they have, they should be slapped in the face. Because they've done a fucking shit job. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Makes me salty. Well, exactly, Wachunga, yeah. Imagine if they'd have had closed testing open. This wouldn't happen. If they still had that closed testing thing running, this wouldn't have happened. You or me or Saturnus or someone, R9, fucking Rizu, anyone, they'd have spotted this immediately and said, yeah, you fucked up. Fix this. I mean, Christ, if you mouse over the slider, you get like a string error on the tanks. Yeah, Dunk, that would be ideal. That would be ideal. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just pump some hydrogen. Whatever. Bacon Fried, how's it going, mate? And Too Fat, welcome. Good evening, bud. How are you? They're still doing pretty good work. Clay's a little company, if I'm right. Not that little, Frankie. Not that little at all. Clay's a company that's made a lot of money, don't forget. They're not some impoverished little bloke in a shed company, guys. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not some massive, like, EA company as well, but they're not a little small fry company. They've had some major titles. They've got enough money to not do these sorts of things. They've got enough of a team to avoid silly bugs like this. I mean, it's not like they're a single coder in a shed, you know, or in their bedroom, feverishly working away. They've got a full team. It's crazy. What's this? Sorry, nerd. What are you saying? I have a question about the void of space and gas interactions. If you pumped a load of cool, heavy gas into the base of your launch column and forced the hot hydrogen down quickly enough, would that be an effective way to delete the heat present? Cool, heavy gas into the base of your launch column. Do you mean like chlorine or something? And force the hot hydrogen quickly enough. Force the hot hydrogen quickly enough. Excuse me. What have I missed in chat, sorry? Big enough that everything they launch is directly played by lots of people, yeah. Hey, listen, I've said this many times. I've nothing against Clay. I have problems with companies that roll out bugged content. That's what I have problems with. And I understand it's early access, guys. I'm the first one to say it. But holy shit. there's a difference between a couple of little bugs and some game-breaking bugs. If you roll out a space update with bugs to the bunker doors that protect you from space, that's a big problem. If you roll out a rocketry upgrade and your rockets spit out their fuel at random, that's a big problem. If you roll out a space industry upgrade and your rockets can come home with only the command capsule comes back home, that's a big fucking problem. Like, that's stuff that shouldn't have even made it past fucking... The first test should have revealed that. But... Exactly, Cobalt. That's the thing. Early access is a term that's bandied around a lot now for, don't blame us if it's fucked. Do you know what I mean? Like, how long... Well, how long does it have to go on for before things are polished? I don't know. QA's not a dev team is invaluable. My last job, my boss skimped on them, and we suffered greatly. Listen, I've always said this. I have no bad blood towards Clay. I don't ever want to shit on Clay. I love their design. I love the ideas they bring to the games. I love Clay games. But that being said, they need some decent testers, or they need to give their current testers a pay rise and a few days off a week to actually play the games. One or the other. Because holy balls. It's not ideal. What just happened? Oh, thanks, Frankie. Right. We were going to go here, weren't we? Get some more iso resin. So let's try that again. We'll launch and rocket. And away he goes. Alright, let's go back to this petroleum thing. So you're saying you want me to do some sort of like powered shut-off? Powered shut-off. I mean, I'm debating now making it a room, like removing this and putting a liquid lock in. I moved all these over one tile, gave myself a bit more space here. I could potentially tweak them with some gold, because I've got infinite gold, haven't I, because of my gold volcano. Happy Camper, thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just put some naphtha and some visco gel in, maybe make it an airlock, and then slap a pump down here. Maybe it's a little bit tight for a gas pump down here, but could drop this down a little bit. Right in the way of this fucking pipe there. Oh, there's always something in the way. There's always something. Just struck you as a neat idea, maybe. Yeah, to do like on demand, sorry, petroleum, so we don't have to lock it all in the room. Kind of makes sense. It's just that deficit of time between them not having the fuel and needing the power immediately. Let's let the game run a little bit. We'll run on speed 2 because it's a little bit laggy. What are you going to build right there? Petroleum gens and a petroleum boiler debrief. Why would you need to go in ever? Because we're gonna put a power control station in there, and then we can tweak them to be better power output. Think about it more. Your other gens fill the battery so quick it may not work well unless you separate the on-off bands. So that's what I was saying with Chunga. So in the time it takes the fuel to be delivered to these, my next tier of gens could be kicked on. So I can get around that by increasing the point at which my gens come on. You know, I could have my petroleum gens come on at well, that's a bad example, but I could have my petroleum gens come on at like 60 and have my other gens come on at like 20% or something. Do you know what I mean? Incoming wobbly goth dildo. No, only a short one. Only a little stubby dildo. This is more of a wobbly butt plug, I suppose. Oh shit, I've kind of can't block them a little bit until they get some of this built. Did they put these pumps in yet? Looks like they probably nearly did. Which is fine. We need to get some wire down here as well. All sorts of dead stuff down here. Right, let's slap a wire across here. Yeah, use a bit of gold again. I've got 80 odd tons of gold, so it makes sense to just piss it away, really. Don't really need it for anything anymore. And we'll just get all this crap collected. We'll move this down here eventually. Not actually got that much stuff left in the oil biome anymore, really. So we've got a shit ton of water as well. We've got loads of stuff to drop down as well at some point. We've got loads of random bits of water kicking around, but on this side is where we've got most of our polluted water still to drain. So this tank will probably end up being used a bit more later if I can be asked. Dropping all this stuff down. It's quite a lot of water. Alright. Could have just a little bit of petrol, only make more when you're almost out. Just a tiny bit, that is. Yeah. We could do this a couple of ways, really. I mean, we could have a reservoir to always have 5 tons on tap. And then I could just do it with the shut-offs here. Do a pipe off the reservoir and do a shut-off for each side, depending on where my automation is needed. But again, it's getting the fuel there quickly. We'll see. I'll let them build these pumps and start getting stuff collected. This is all priority 8, so they can get on with this when they want. Furry, how's it going, bud? A wobbly butt plug sounds terrible for the structural integrity of all parts involved. Wait, what are we saying here? Hello, you sound slow when I'm not watching you on 2 speed. I sound slow. Thanks, Hildegrim. Thanks. I sound slow. Like, slow as in slightly backwards? Is that what you're saying? Thanks, buddy. It's all part of the immersion. The tubes don't be left in perfect the first time. They'll fuck up a few times at the beginning before they master it, yeah. What's the test now essential these days? Having no string found on context info is a trivial thing, yeah. I don't know. Dunk with the quality control testing. Nice. Real nice. Okay. So I think the theory of this, the boiler should be fine. What I don't know is how I'm going to do the. I might make like a little massive metal here. I like the idea of running the pipes through. The only bastard is I've got this massive pipe here right in the middle. And this is for the water from this geyser when it's active. Yeah, they've got lots of stuff to be getting on with down there at the minute. You soured a bit on the idea. You have my permission to not do it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. What I need to figure out is where my coolant loop's going to go. So obviously I'm going to have super coolant coming from this aqua tuner, and that needs to be able to ideally get through this room without cocking up the water. It needs to be able to get through this room, cool down the gens that are going to be on this side. So I am going to need to mirror this build on the other side as well, because as we know, symmetry is important, right? Let's not fool ourselves. Let's see. So 2 out from there. 2 out from there. Symmetry is very important. Very important. So we're gonna have to mirror this bastard. Probably need to get some ladders and stuff put in there before we get the petrol gens built, because otherwise they're not gonna get this stuff done. So let's just bang. That looks like it's gonna glitch out, but I think it'll be okay. So we'll just cancel you as well. And Alright, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Because I'm an impatient boy, and you all know this about me, I'm going to smash all this very quickly whilst we're looking at it. And then that's 3 wide, isn't it? 3 internal. Lovely. I'm going to need to put a polluted water pipe through here as well. Nearest polluted water feed. Ugh, shit. I've not got a polluted water storage tank yet, have I? Maybe I'll have to slap one of them in as well. I mean, I could just dump my polluted water over here for now, but that seems a little bit lazy. But I might do it, honestly. I might just do that. So yeah. Oh. Quite a lot of stuff I want to get done here. This is probably going to take up a little bit of time to get all this right. So again, I'm just going to let them finish these bits of piping and wire and stuff down here, and then that can be collecting our petroleum then, you see. Our oil, rather. I do have a spare pipe coming off our crude oil here, so what I'll probably do is run this one back down and connect this one up to the main pipe. Come and build me all the things. Being wrong. Folks. Oh, you cunning little bastard. Remember, folks, a ginger is for life, not just for Christmas. Donate to help gingers all over the UK struggle with their issues. Thanks, XP. I wore this t-shirt just for you, mate, to really make it pop. That's for dodging my bot, you son of a bitch. So the idea of running the petrol gen's hot enough to instantly evaporate the polluted water and run it through a turbine straight away. Oh. Nat gas gens, but they don't make enough heat. You son of a bitch, XP, straight in with the trolls. How dare you? How very dare you? I've done this in the wrong place, haven't I? There shouldn't be any petroleum over here, all being well. I don't think any will make it over here, so we should be fine to just pump this. Get these done. I think all my steel's in space, isn't it? Because they've been taking all my steel up to the space biome, so it might take them a minute to bring the steel down. Yeah, there we go. They're doing it now. I'm not going to put any automation or anything on this, I'm just going to let them pump. They can fill up my oil as and when they can. How are we doing for carbon dioxide? That is another reason why I want to get the petrol gens going, so we can get some more carbon dioxide, but we're still alright in fairness. We've got shitloads down here still. So I think my slickers are happy enough. Lovely. Oh, that's what it says from Ginger Wingeritis. How dare you, Weasel? You penis. I'm going to start making that bot just ban people. Just ban people outright. So if you hit the ginger bomb, and I'm going to start adding different variations to it. Throwing in random L's instead of I's, and 1s instead of I's. And E's, 3s instead of E's. And eventually you won't be able to say it. Not that it really bothers me. I just like the challenge. I like the idea. I like the idea of automated bans based on ginger hate. Carrot tops need love too, folks. Son of a bitch. There's always a loophole! Son of a bitch! Oh, Christ. I'm going to cheer myself up with some gassy moo watching. These are going to die soon. It's going to make me really sad when they do. Ginger. I know, nerd. I know. I've not had time to look into it yet. I need to write a little script for it for the bot. Say write a script like it's something intelligent. I need to tinker with a script to get it to work.